Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia's offense will take the field first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
To the air, it's Cavazos. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Boston College's offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Boston College. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to the ground game on the left. Nice move to keep running. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Cavaliers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28th.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Fuller. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give on the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Here we go. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Cavazos. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way from around the 50. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big.
Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Cavazos. Quickly to the tight end. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Mancuso. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is done.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Duggar. Fires left. A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Bolden.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
Let's go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they're after him. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the ball comes to rest right there. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on first down from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen. Looking for room at the 40. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This Boston College offense has him working. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Duggar. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Boston College will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Got the back over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the shotgun, the inside give. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try to pump the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Kick is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. BC trying to turn this red zone trip into a party in the mods. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Touchdown, Boston College! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cavazos. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
He's in open space downfield. Across the 15.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. With the clock running, this should be the final play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know.